right here? It's your boy, Big Donnie, and today we got to talk about what happened on the Elimination Chamber match, and we talking about my thoughts and opinions and stuff on everything else. So, first, gotta say this, overall, show was an amazing show. Every one of these stars did their thing and everything else. This was probably one of my favorite Elimination Chambers match. Probably in my top 5, probably top 3 actually of all time. Actually, so great show, amazing show, enjoyed it. But let's get on to it. So first, we have to talk about the women's Elimination Chambers match. First, we had a lot of the stars coming in. We had Bailey, we had Alexa Bliss, we had Bianca Belair, Naomi, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez and stuff. She was in there and everything else. So overall, the match was good. But how it started off, Jade Cargill came back and she made a massive return and everything else. And so what happened is Naomi was thinking that, oh yeah, we about to team up on Liv because you remember she attacked you and everything else. But me personally, I think it's Bianca Belair who attacked Jade Cargill and everything else. But everything was going crazy, about to go crazy. So how it started, Jade Cargill just went out and started mauling freaking Naomi. She was beating her down and everything else. Naomi was laying on the side outside of the Elimination Chamber. She was throwing Naomi at the pods and stuff right in front of Alexa Bliss. She was even shocked as well. Like, you can just see the emotion of Bianca Belair. She was banging on it and everything else, crying and everything else. That girl needs an Oscar. She needs to start acting and everything else because she did a great job of being very emotional and stuff like that. Great job. So after that, then Jade Cargill sent Naomi to the gulags. Naomi was hanging out half out of the ring, out of the elimination, out of the chamber and stuff and everything else. And Jade Cargill, she got the little sliding door thing and she's like, wham! And guess what? Naomi got eliminated. I thought they were going to bring somebody else in to take her place and be her replacement, but it was actually not. So Liv Morgan was in the ring by herself, and that's how she started off. Then Bianca came out and they started going at each other and stuff like that, putting on the show and everything else. And I just gotta say that shout out to Liv Morgan and mainly Liv Morgan, because she was the MVP of this match. She was taking a lot of bumps and bruises. That girl literally looked banged up. Like, there's literally pictures of her like afterwards, and she is literally banged up and everything else. Shout out to you, Liv Morgan. You did your thing. And shout out to all the women in that match. Freaking Alexa Bliss, she looked very strong while she was in the match. And I think we're going to probably get a feud between Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan, which would be a very interesting feud I would love to see and everything else coming up. Because, these eliminate certain pins and certain eliminations and certain stare downs at the pin leads to certain storylines. And so that's where it's going to come out and everything else. And that will be good as well for this pay-per-view. So, everybody, let's go on. While all the women were performing, Bailey got eliminated, Roxanne Perez, freaking Alexa Bliss got eliminated until it was Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair in the last 2 in the ring. And guess who won? Bianca Belair has won. So she is officially going to be in a triple threat match between Io Skies, Rhea Ripley, and that'll be it. That is officially a triple threat match for Rhea Ripley's World Heavyweight Championship. And there's a lot of storylines I would like to see where we're going on, especially if Bianca wins. If Bianca wins, there would be a nice feud between her and Jade Cargill and stuff like that. But I'm hoping that Io Sky wins at WrestleMania and stuff like that, so she can have her little WrestleMania moment, because Bianca and Rhea Ripley, they had their WrestleMania moment. It's time for Io Sky to have hers and stuff like that. But onward from that was the women's Elimination Chambers match. Great match. Great women's Elimination Chamber match for women. Probably one of my favorite of all time in my list and everything else. So the next match that we have Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. This was a good, solid match and everything else. Tiffany Stratton and and Trish Stratus. They were looking great in their outfits and everything else. They put on a good show and everything else. Candice LeRae and Nia Jax, they put on a good show and everything else. This match was a good, solid match and everything else. Like I said, the overall show was really good. And these two girls, these four women, they performed themselves and everything else. I know a lot of people call Nia Jax a botch person and everything else, but I think she has gotten a lot better than she has been before and everything else. So I enjoyed this match. Shout out to freaking Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus for winning their match and everything else. And that was an amazing match. So now we gotta talk about what in my personal opinion, the match of the night. For me, the match of the night. We have Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn in an unsanctioned match. We already know the history between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This is like Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. This is like Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Good, great in-ring performance, putting on a good 5-star match between both of the stars and everything else. This is an intense rivalry match and everything else, and I'm hoping that we could see this type of rivalry match between these guys too for an actual world championship, because I would love to see this type of match between these two. But overall, it was a great match. A lot of bumps and bruises. Kevin Owens went through multiple tables. Sami Zayn was getting tortured and stuff like that. Freaking Kevin Owens had one of the little hockey sticks and choking Sami Zayn and started biting on the top of his head and stuff like that. Then they pulled out a barbed wire steel chair and stuff, and Sami hit Kevin Owens and stuff with it. Also, we saw a clip where there's literally like a clip of Kevin Owens' blade coming out, because we thought there was going to be blood, but it was taken away because I guess the blade came out of Kevin Owens' gear and stuff like that. So there was no blood, and I know people were upset about it. But overall, that match was a good match. I don't care what people say. That was a good match. I'm very hyped to see what type of match we will get between the two of them at a WrestleMania, because I feel like we're going to get that type of match and everything else. Or wait, let me stop that. Because actually, after when Kevin Owens beat Sami Zayn, Randy Orton returned and came back and everything else. And Kevin Owens, he was tired and everything else, and Randy and Kevin Owens were brawling. Then Randy hit Kevin Owens with the RKO. But then we saw Randy Orton start to get to the corner and he lifted up his little knee pad and stuff, and we saw that he was about to go for the putt kick, one of the most deadliest and menacing moves that Randy Orton has used. He used that on Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, John Cena's father. He was about to bring out that craziness mentality back, and that was I was ready. But Kevin Owens, he rolled out the ring and everything else, and that's what happened. So shout out to freaking Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Great match, enjoyed it. A lot of bumps and bruises. Let's go on to. So now we got to talk about the main event that happened at Elimination Chambers match, which was with the superstars of Logan Paul, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest. I believe it was was it Seth Rollins? No. It wasn't Logan Paul. I think it was Damian Priest and somebody else. Can't remember. But overall, the match started off. There was a lot of hints to future storytellings that was going to happen during this match. As you can see, Logan Paul got eliminated. Logan Paul didn't win, thank God. Still, I give Logan Paul his respect and everything else. Phenomenal wrestler, great entertainer in the ring. But we got to talk about how when Damian Priest pinned Drew McIntyre by a roll-up pin and stuff like that, and Drew, I believe Drew McIntyre was the first to be eliminated. And so Drew got pissed off and he claymore Damian Priest. Logan Paul did a splash off of the top of the pot of the chamber thing, and then frog splash, pinned Damian. Damian got eliminated. So I believe it was Seth Rollins, John Cena, CM Punk, and Logan Paul. They were the only two. There were only 4 left in the ring now. So Logan Paul got eliminated by CM Punk. So, guess what happened? There was the three of them and everything else. Then, guess what? John Cena and CM Punk teamed up on who? Seth Rollins and everything else, because there's actually a great bond and everything between them. But while John Cena and CM Punk were going at each other, Seth Rollins kind of did interfere while John Cena was down, and he threw him through the pod and stuff. But Seth Rollins, before he did that, he was trying to tell John, he said, "This is my guy. I want him," because of how much hate Seth Rollins has for CM Punk in general, which is crazy. But then we have to talk about how freaking John Cena and CM Punk, they both hit their finishers on Seth Rollins, and CM Punk did pin Seth Rollins. And then the last two of the people would be, who else would it be? It would be John Cena and CM Punk. So the crowd was going hype because this has been a rivalry between these two. They're on good terms and, they chill and good friends and stuff. But, and everything else. So they were going back and forth and everything else. John Cena was about to hit the STFU on CM Punk, but CM Punk kind of crawled out of the ring onto the chamber. But guess what? Seth Rollins came out of nowhere and curb stomped CM Punk. And then John Cena dragged him back in and put the STFU on him. And guess what? CM Punk, he didn't tap out, but he passed out. And here is your winner by submission, John Cena. And John Cena will be facing Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, which this is about to be crazy. So now we got to talk about what happened after the Elimination Chambers match. So John Cena has won his match and everything else. John Cena has won and everything else. Cody Rhodes music hit and he came out, and John Cena, let Cody Rhodes in the ring. They were about to talk until The Rock came and everything else. And Travis Scott music hit and everything else. And him and Travis Scott came into the ring. Don't know why Travis Scott was here and everything else, but blah, blah, blah. It's whatever. So we already know what's going on between The Rock and Cody Rhodes. The Rock wants Cody Rhodes to be his guy. He wants Cody Rhodes to be his guy of the company. He wants him to be his guy. And Cody Rhodes and The Rock was giving him time to think and everything else. But today was the day that he needed to give his answer. And so The Rock asked him again. He said, "Join me in the nightmare, and the American nightmare will live on. But if you say no, then the dream will die again." So Cody Rhodes said, that no, I would not. I'd sell my soul to the fans and everything else, basically telling The Rock no. And he said,
"Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself."
And that's what he said to The Rock. So John Cena was all excited. He was like, yeah, and everything else. So John Cena was still in the ring while this whole thing was happening. But Cody looked at John Cena and he wanted to give John Cena a hug, and John Cena hugged him. And that is when history has been, this for the first time, not the first time, in a long time, history has been made. When John Cena hugged Cody Rhodes, there wasn't no smile. It was that cold look. There was a cold look when John Cena was hugging Cody Rhodes. There was a cold look. That cold look was there. And guess what? The Rock did this. Basically slit the throat, basically tell him to end it. And John Cena, he went back and he kicked Cody Rhodes in the area. And so John Cena started beating Cody Rhodes with his dad's Rolex, started beating him with the mic, then started beating Cody Rhodes with the freaking belt, with his title belt. Then John Cena, Cody Rhodes was busted open, bleeding and everything, because it just started beating him. Then John Cena and Travis Scott held him down. Wow. The Rock was literally opened the belt, unbuckled his belt and everything else. And it literally had on the back of it, Cody's soul. And he started lashing on Cody's back, just going at it, just whipping the heck out of Cody. Cody was getting his butt whooped. And then, oh Lord have mercy, that's when we saw it. They both left the arena. And that is how the show ended. So guys, that was crazy. This was a crazy pay-per-view. This was a crazy pay-per-view, and this was a crazy ending. This was a crazy ending. So now we got to talk about John Cena officially being a bad guy. This is the biggest shocking moment in the world. Fans were shocked. I could tell by the people in the crowd they were shocked. There were kids who were crying. There are video reactions of kids crying to John Cena turning heel. Because their hero is officially a bad guy. John Cena is officially the bad guy. And this was a wild thing to say. Like, this is the craziest, shocking moment in history. Like, this is a shocking. Like, even R-Truth made like a funny meme. He's like, nah, something's up about John Cena. But John Cena turning heel? This changes everything. It changes everything with this WrestleMania storyline. Because, guys, do you know how many amazing feuds we could get with John Cena as a heel? Imagine a babyface Randy. Imagine a babyface CM Punk against John Cena, a heel John Cena. And imagine how John Cena sounds on the mic as a heel. Dude is going to be crazy on that mic. I even said it myself. I was like, John Cena is about to be crazy on this mic. And either tonight or on Monday Night Raw tonight or something, or Friday Night SmackDown, he's going to be showing up this week and stuff with The Rock. They are about to get the massive amount of views. You all remember when John Cena faced RVD at ECW One Night Stand? You remember that thing? Freaking people who are booing the heck out of John Cena. This is going to be probably way worse. It's going to be crazy like that. Like when Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker and fans were booing him and they were upset about that. John Cena about to get that and everything else. He about to get it. And also, I know people are wondering, well, what's going to happen? What if it was Cody that turned him? I would have been still down with that, because there would have been a good story of like, John Cena needs to get to this mark, but corporate is trying to not have him get that number. See, we could have gotten to that part right there, and that is what I am invested in. That's what I would like to see right there, and that is how I will feel about it. Then it's just amazing, and it's just amazing what we can get with this feud with John Cena and freaking with John Cena as a heel, and the feud between him and Cody. I would like to see John Cena just beating up Cody Rhodes, just him beating up Cody Rhodes and everything else. Not going to have to bury him and stuff like that. Have moments where Cody Rhodes is fighting back and stuff like that, but John Cena is just overpowering with his corporate powers and being under The Rock and everything else. Like, that's what we kind of want to see with this road to WrestleMania, to this storyline to WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania is not that far away, guys. It's not that far away. It's not. But I just want to know this, guys. Like, how y'all feel about this? Because me personally, y'all already know how I feel. And this is why I'm making this video for y'all. Because this is a crazy moment in the history of WWE. This is one of the craziest moments. This is literally like when this is like when Stone Cold joined Vince McMahon. This is like when Hulk Hogan turned heel and joined the NWO. This is like when Seth Rollins turned on the Shield to join the Authority. This is like when Roman Reigns turned heel and joined sides with Paul Heyman. These are crazy heels turn. And now, John Cena is a part of the history book now. But now we got to talk about the one thing that I had a pet peeve about it's going to be short. I just had a problem with Travis Scott. He really didn't need to be in there and stuff like that. Didn't really care about him in there and nothing like that. So yeah, that's whatever with him. But I want to know this with y'all guys. Every WWE fans who watches this channel or fans who like the video, are you ready? Like Triple H said, are you ready?
Said, are you ready?
Because I am freaking ready, and I am ready for this whole ordeal of WWE. Because I'm on the hype train. I've been on this hype train. I was literally just waiting because I know Triple H was going to be cooking. Because a lot of people were complaining about, I never watched it, I don't care about it. Now everybody switched around and said, oh, I'm hyped for this WrestleMania now. I was already waiting to see. But hey, Triple H, you do your thing. I'm going to be just sitting right here letting you cook. And hey, John Cena. And also, this is the one thing they need to do with John Cena since he's a heel now. Change his attire, change his music, change everything. Have this man coming in with a suit and letting people know I'm a different type of guy. Wearing some designer clothes or something like that, looking clean and stuff. Not wearing the Fruity Pebbles in the 2010 and the 2000 short jeans and stuff like that, mid short jeans and stuff like that. No, we need something different. We need like some suits and stuff like that. Now, his wrestling attire, I don't know what he could wear. He could wear a lot of things, really. But this right here, this is about to be wild, guys. But hey, this is all I gotta say right here, guys. Hey, it's been your boy Big Dog Neil. And like John Cena, you can't see me. A lot is changing. I hope y'all have a great day. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. And like Jey Uso, I know this is about John Cena. Like Jey Uso, yeet.
Yeet.